Alright, there we go. Oops. Set up the camera for the YouTube. It is what it is. Set it out. I was supposed to do this podcast yesterday, Tuesday. A lot of things went down on a Tuesday. It was a crazy Tuesday. Crazy world. The devil tried to stop me. He did actually stop me from doing my podcast. You know, it's a fight. Stop me from doing my podcast. Stop me from doing a few things. But it's an everyday fight. Trying to do it. You know, sometimes you miss, sometimes you hit. But keep on fighting. Keep on fighting the good fight. Eventually the peoples, they'll come around. If they don't, they'll be down low. Got some hot chocolate cooking. Hot chocolate real quick. For this podcast. Give me 1 second. Some hot chocolate in this piece. Hold on. Not too hot. And some hot chocolate for this one to go. I missed last week, man. Was running around doing a lot of things. Had a lot of things on the plate. So actually I'm a week late and $1 short on the podcast. Teamendless83podcast, baby. We back. Episode 48. NFL week 10. Missed week 9. I'm actually a day late because I was supposed to drop this joint on Tuesday. Shout out to Coach Prime for the shades. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Got the good EB going on. You know what I'm saying? Of course, always got the Jordans. Always got the J's ready to go. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. God is, God did. God first. Where's my other books at? This is what happens when you run a live podcast. Sometimes you're not prepared, but it is what it is. Alright, everybody be safe, spread the love, each one teach one. It's enough to go around for everybody. Uplift, encourage, trust God, trust the process. God is, God did. Alright, intro, shout out $1 million worth of game. Mad Papa, Gills Arenas, Drink Champs, Joe Budden Podcast, Pivot Podcast, Breakfast Club, It Is What It Is Podcast, Vlad TV, DJ Academics, All the Smoke, Nightclub Podcast, Stephen A. Smith Podcast, First Take, First Things First, Colin Cowherd, RSP Miss Reddick, RSP Coach Lynch, RP Radio, shout out Young L, Suitland Rams, high school, they got a dub. They won. Suitland football team won 52-0, and they playoff game over the weekend. Shout out to Horace Reddick, his Bowie Bulldogs won. I believe that was the 7U. They won the championship. Shout out to the head coach over there at Bowie Bulldogs as well. Good man, good people, man. Great season. They topped it off with a championship. Shout out to the Bowie Bulldogs. Yes, sir. They won the championship. Great football this past Saturday. Great football. Want to shout them out. Shout out to the Rams. The Commanders, of course, that's my squad. They took a loss, but I get into that when I get into it. Everybody be safe. Spread the love. Each one teach one. It's enough for It's enough to go around for everybody. Uplift, encourage, trust God, trust the process. God is, God did. Follow us, Teamendless83 podcast, IG, Facebook, Coach Kenyon McAfee, YouTube, Kenyon McAfee 3191, Kenyon McAfee Choices Interlude. Alright, a true testimony. Alright. That's the intro. That's the shout out. Got that out the way. Hopefully this hot chocolate is not too hot. Ooh, that tastes so good. That's perfect. Perfect hot chocolate. The Redskin mug. The prime glasses on. Perfect hot chocolate, man, for the day. Ain't nothing like some good hot chocolate in the winter. Not no tea, some good hot chocolate. Alright, let's get it started. Title of this Teamendless83 podcast, episode 48, NFL Week 10. Titled, Put Your Car in Cruise Control. If you're moving too fast out there in life, man, slow down. Slow it down. Settle down. You don't owe nobody nothing. It is what it is, man. Sometimes they take our kindness for weakness. As Christians, they take our kindness for weakness, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm learning. That's what I learned a lot this week. This fight is not an easy fight. They take your kindness for weakness, but always be prepared for the war and the fight out there, man. Protect yourself at all times, man. Always be ready. It's a tough battle out there. Trying to get people saved and baptized, man, is not an easy task. It is not an easy task. You'll come across some things, some people, some places. They fighting. They really wanna love the Lord, but they fighting it. They faking it. They pump faking it. They really want to love the Lord at the end of the day. But they gotta put on this persona. They gotta be this big, bad, tough guy. You gotta fit in. You gotta be a gangster. Man, don't get trick bagged out here, man. Don't lose your position for another man. Don't lose your position for another man. Don't lose your position for another man. Remember that. Don't lose your position for another man. Especially a man you just met. You're going to be looking dumb. You're going to be looking like a fool. You're going to be looking like an idiot. Don't lose your position for another human. Stay focused on the prize. Stay humble and hungry. Keep God first. Use your Bible. Use your scriptures. Don't lose your position for another man. Don't let that go over your head. Because you will be looking stupid. Yes, you. You will be looking dumb when the next man is good. You're going to be sitting at home for another man. Where they do that at? How you going to pay your bills? How you going to pay your car note? How you going to pay your rent? Why you gonna jack up your money for another nigga money? Dummy. How you gonna do that? Be smart out here. It's a game of chess, not checkers. Never let nobody F up your money. In all walks of life. It could be in the classroom. It could be at home. It could be your significant other. It could be on the job. It could be anywhere. It could be in church. It could be anywhere. The football field, the basketball gym. It could be anywhere. Don't let nobody jack your money, or you will be looking real stupid. Put your car on cruise control. You don't owe nobody nothing. You, as a human, don't owe another man nothing. You don't owe anybody anything. Remember that. You don't owe another human man. You don't owe another human being nothing. You only owe everything to God. That's it. That's it. Remember that, people. You don't owe a human being nothing. You don't owe a human nothing. They're not going to pay your bills. They're not going to get your car changed. They're not going to get your tires rotated. They're not going to get your oil changed. They're not going to buy you a pair of shoes. They're not going to buy you a video game. They're not going to get your hair done. They're not going to get your nails done. You don't owe nobody nothing. Remember I told you that. Episode 48. You don't owe nobody nothing. The most powerful word you can learn in the English language is no. No, I cannot come pick you up. No, I cannot come give you a ride. No, I cannot come do this. No, I cannot do that. No, I cannot do this. No, I cannot do that. No, no, no. Once you learn the word no, your star and your rise will go up. Thank me later. Don't let that go over your head. Don't let that go over your head. You don't owe no man nothing. You owe no human nothing. Unless you're married, then you're one, then y'all working together. Other than that, you don't owe nobody nothing. You don't owe your kids nothing. You don't owe your parents nothing. You don't owe your cousin nothing. You don't owe your mother nothing. You don't owe your father nothing. You don't owe your pastor nothing. You don't owe nobody nothing. All you do is owe yourself everything. You owe yourself everything. Wake up, you owe yourself everything. You don't owe nobody nothing. Remember that. You don't owe nobody nothing. Don't let people take your kindness for weakness, neither. See that going on. Don't let people take your kindness for weakness either. I might yes sir you, no sir you. Yes ma'am, no ma'am. Yeah, I will open the door for you. Yeah, I'll be very nice. Yeah, I'll be very this. Yes sir, no sir. I'm a human too. Don't take my kindness for weakness. Don't let the redness fool you. Don't let it fool you. I've been around for a long time. I'm 40 years old. 0 kids. December 16th, I'll be 41 and 0. You do the math. You do the math. Be careful. You don't owe nobody nothing. Go listen to that song Jeezy. You don't owe a nigga nothing. Go listen to that song. Go listen to Boosie Badass, Blessed and Highly Favored as well. Go listen to that as well. Go listen to Tasha Cobb, Break Every Chain. 3 songs I want you to listen to this week. Jeezy, You Don't Owe a Nigga Nothing. Boosie Badass, Blessed and Highly Favored. Tasha Cobb, Break Every Chain. Come back and talk to me then. What you eat don't make me shit. A lot of times we're too nice to people. You give a people an inch, they want to take a mile. Give them $1, they want 10. Give them $10, they want 100. Give them 1 free plate, they want 10 free plates. Give them 1 free ride, they want 10 free rides. If you're over 18 years old, it's on you. Your parents don't owe you nothing. They raised you for 18 years. It's on you. If you're under 18 years old, follow the rules. Listen to your parents. You go out in the work field don't owe you nothing. Your boss, your supervisor, your foremans, they don't owe you nothing. Show up to work on time. They don't owe you nothing. They're paying you a salary. They're paying you a wage, an hourly wage or a salary. An hourly or salary. Be there early, matter of fact. Show up 30 minutes early so you're never late. I'm giving you $1 million worth of game for free right now. If you leave the house early, you'll never be late. Supposed to be somewhere at 5 a.m., you might want to wake up at 3 a.m. Leave the house depending on your travel. Somebody tell you to be somewhere at 8 a.m., be there at 8 a.m. Don't worry about when they pull up if you don't have a car. Hey man, I've been waiting out here for you for 30 minutes. So what? You depending on me. I'm the driver. So what? Because guess what? When Metro come, they don't wait for you. When the bus come, they don't wait for you. They keep it moving. So why I gotta wait for you? Why I gotta worry about what you done did? You're a grown man. Why you 30 years old without a car? I'm just asking a question. If the shoe fits, wear it. Why you need to be picked up all the time? Why you not driving? I've been driving since I was 18 years old. I got my license at 15 and 9 months. I done had over 50 cars probably. I always had a car. Check my resume. I'm an 80s baby. 12, 16, 83. About to be 41. Check my resume. When I came out of high school, had a car. Bought it myself. A Grand Marquis. Blue joint. Bought it myself. Hustled up the money. When I came home from college. Got a job. Hustled up my money. Had plenty cars. I never depend on nobody else. I always go get it. I don't make excuses. I make plays. That's what Coach Lynch taught me. If you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. If you don't like to be on nobody else's time, get your own stuff. Stop depending on somebody else. Don't nobody owe you nothing. Period. Black man, black woman. Who cares who's the president? So what? Make it work. You only got 4 years. Life goes on. If you're going to be a hustler, you're going to make money or you're not. Everything you do today affects tomorrow. Every decision you made 20 years ago is going to affect you 20 years from now. Ladies, every time you open your legs, that affects you. Men, every time you insert, that affects you. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. Don't get mad at me because of your situation. Coach Ken don't owe you nothing. I put in my time. I make it very clear who I work for. I work for God, period. It is what it is. It comes with the territory. You read between the lines. When you go out here, I play chess. I don't play checkers. Get that straight. I play chess. I don't play checkers. I think with my brain, not my brawn. I'm blessed and highly favored. I anoint myself every day with anointed oil. I go to church every Sunday. I go to Bible study as well. Watch it online. Either watch it online or I show up to a church every Wednesday. I'm a member of 3 churches. District Heights, Glenarden First Baptist Church in Glenarden, First Christian Worship Center out of Baltimore. Don't get it twisted. I'm unapologetic of who I am. I'm Coach Ken. I live my life on a schedule. Period. If you don't like it, get off the bandwagon. Period. I ain't carrying no grown man, nothing. If you don't like my ride, get your own ride. I'm good. God got me. I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm anointed. I work for God. You go read your Bible. Period. Have no cut cards. I am who I am. Coach Ken. Endless. Warrior. Training. I train the hard way. I train at night. I train while everybody else is asleep. Ask anybody if you want endless training. I do everything by schedule. If I can't make it, I call you and let you know that I can't make it ahead of time. I give free training. I accept tips. I don't charge. So you can never get mad at me. I send out over 200, 300 good morning text messages a day. That's through my contact list in my phone. That's through my Instagram. I have 3 of them. That's through my Facebook friends. My Instagram friends as well. I pay it forward. Somebody does a job for me, I tip them very well. I don't ask for no handouts. You don't never hear Coach Ken calling nobody for nothing. I got all my resources. I got all my ducks in a row. I got my plan mapped out. I got a schedule. I got my plan mapped out for the next 5 years, probably 10, already written down in journals, composition books. I got 3 of them sitting right here. 1, 2, 3. I already written them down. I already got my stuff written out. It's not a game. I'm very prepared. I got books over there to read. Books behind me. I read books. I read the Bible. I study everything. NBA, NFL, baseball. I study every mob boss as well. I studied it. I didn't say I read it. I studied it. All of them. Every mob boss, I studied it. Every mob boss, I studied it. Every pastor, I studied them. Every coach, I studied them. NFL, NBA, in baseball. I studied them. I know my history in all of them. I know my history of America. I know where I come from. I know where I'm going. This is not a game. That's the first half of the podcast. That's 30 minutes in. Now let me get to the rest of my stuff, what I came for. Now I got that out the way. Tuesday, because I did this. I was supposed to do this podcast on Tuesday. I'm a day late. So a lot of this information is a day late. Put your car on cruise control is the name of the podcast if you missed it. Thursday, November 7th, 2024. I got everything written down, color coordinated. Take these Prime shades off so I can read. Shout out to Coach Prime, man. Thank you, Coach Prime. Love you, baby. You better get tapped in with the Coach Prime. Better learn how to read, write, add, subtract, multiply, divide. Better know how to do it. Thursday, November 7th, 2024. Bengals 34 versus the Ravens 35. That was the final. The Ravens won. Sunday, November 10th, 2024. The Steelers versus Washington. The Steelers won 28-27. The Giants versus the Panthers. The Panthers won 20-17. The Broncos versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs won 16-14. The Vikings versus the Jaguars. The Vikings won 12-7. The Falcons versus the Saints. The Saints won 20-17. The 49ers versus the Broncos. Some of this hot chocolate. Very good. The Vikings, the 49ers, where I'm at. The Vikings, the Broncos beat, the Chiefs beat the Broncos 16-14. The Vikings beat the Jaguars 12-7. The Falcons versus the Saints. The Saints won 20-17. 49ers versus the Buccaneers. The 49ers won 23-20. The Bills versus the Colts 30-20. The Patriots versus the Bears 19-3. The Titans versus the Chargers 27-17. The Eagles versus the Cowboys 34-6. The Jets versus the Cardinals 31-6. The Lions versus the Texans 26-23. Monday, November 11th, the Dolphins 23-15. NFL top headlines. Robinson, former USC Rams coach, dies at 89. RIP to him. 49ers, Shanahan squash, sidelines confrontation. Mind you, I wrote this stuff on Tuesday. I was supposed to do this stuff Tuesday, so these stuff is probably updated because it's Wednesday. Wasn't able to air this yesterday. Parsons, McCarthy options above my pay grade. Of course it is now, Parsons. Stay off that podcast, my G. Seahawks shake up leading tackler Dotson cut. Browns Will's business decision to sit backfired. Cowboys sticking with Rush at QB versus the Texans. Okay. Wide receiver, Cowboys taking for Travis Hunter or Shador Sanders at this point. They better try to get Shador and Dion in Dallas, and hopefully Travis Hunter be like, I go in free agency and come to Dallas too. But they probably ain't gonna do that because Travis is a dog. He gonna get his money. But you never know what Coach Prime got up his sleeve. They all got money. Heard it here first. Coach Prime, Shador, Travis, all them will be on the Cowboys here shortly. Mark my word. I said this a long time ago. Travis Hunter, Shiloh, and Shador will all be on the Cowboys shortly. Deion Sanders will be the next Cowboys head coach. Mark my word. Mark my word. Shedeur Sanders will be the next Cowboys quarterback too. Mark my word. Mark my word. Travis Hunter, Shiloh, Shedeur, and Deion Sanders, they're all going to be at the Cowboys. I guarantee it. Let me get back to business. Seahawks shake up with the Browns with business decisions. Browns Will's business decision to set to backfire. Cowboys sticking with Rush. QB at Texans. Wide receiver Coleman risks to miss Bills game at the Chiefs. Bears not changing QBs. Williams is the starter. Caleb Williams. I told him, coming out of college, painting them nails. Telling you, how you gonna leave men painting your nails? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Nothing against him, man. He's a great quarterback. I'm so happy the Redskins ain't get him. Thank God. I told people, that painting your nails is not going to go over it good in the locker room. So them little basketball players that want to paint their nails, it's not going to go over good in the locker room. I'm telling you. Let Dwayne Wade trick you. Let these little guys trick you out of your bag. Remember Michael Sam? Thought he was going to be a gay defensive end. Yeah, okay. Drafted and cut. Never heard from him again. He was Defensive Player of the Year in the SEC. They ain't got time for that. They're there to win wins and losses. These people are trying to get paid. It's money on the line, the millions and trillions of dollars. They ain't got time for no outside headaches or no questions about nothing. It's not about football or basketball. They ain't trying to hear it. That's why they keep politics and all that extra stuff out of sports. You do that when you retire. Get your money, young people. Get your money. Then you can go do your advocate and all that stuff. Colin Kaepernick had to find out the hard way. Great cause. I loved him for it. Cost him his job. NFL, NBA, these are private owned companies. They don't need you. Next man up. Keep your stuff to yourself. You want to be a politician? Go be a politician. You want to be a police officer? Go be a police officer. You want to be an army man? Go be an army man. You want to play NFL, NBA, or Major League Baseball? Go get your bag and do your other stuff after you got your bag. I'm telling you. Don't let nobody trick you out your bag if that's what you chase. Me, I chase God. I don't care about no money. I used to, as a youngster, care about money. I'm not going to say I never didn't. I used to, as a youngster, chase money. Got me in a lot of trouble. Ever since I started chasing God, poof, everything opened. Saved and baptized, poof, endless everything. Being a good person, paying it forward, poof, everything. AFC. rank. These are the standings. Jacksonville is 2-8. Follow my testimony. Jacksonville is 2-8. Number 16. Las Vegas Raiders are 2-7. 15. Number 14. Tennessee Titans 2-7. Number 13. Cleveland Cavaliers are 2-7. Number 12. Miami Dolphins 2-7. Mind you, my podcast is not for everybody. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I know that. I'm good with that. Number 11, New England Patriots, 3-7. Number 10, New York Giants, 3-7. Number 9, Cincinnati Bengals, 4-6. Number 8, Indianapolis Colts, 4-6. Number 7, Detroit Lions, 5-5. Number 6, Houston Texans, 6-4. Number 5, the Chargers are 6-3. Number 4, the Baltimore Ravens are 7-3. Number 3, the Pittsburgh Steelers are 7-2. Number 2, the Buffalo Bills are 8-2. Number 1, the Kansas City Chiefs are 9-0. Number 1, the Kansas City Chiefs are 9-0. Soon I'm about to do my power rankings. Matter of fact, we at week 10, so I'm about to do some power rankings here shortly. We at week 10. Yeah, I think next week I'm going to have my power rankings. No more standings. I'm on power rankings next week, halfway through the season. Power rankings coming next Tuesday. NFC, New York Giants 2-8. Carolina Panthers are 3-7 at number 15. Number 14, New Orleans Saints are 3-7. Number 13, Dallas Cowboys are 3-6. See you next year, Dallas. Number 12, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 4-6. Number 11, Seattle Seahawks are 4-5. Chicago is 4-5. And number 10, number 9 is these are the Rams are 4-5. San Francisco 49ers are 5-4. Arizona Cardinals are 6-4. Atlanta is at 6-4. The Green Bay Packers are at 6-3. Number 4, the Washington Commanders are 7-3. Oh, 7-3 or 7-2? 7-2 or 7-3. I think they're 7-3. 7-3. Number 3, Minnesota 7-2. Number 2, the Eagles are 7-2. Number 1, the Detroit Lions are 8-1. Offensive leaders, passing, Baker Mayfield, Tampa Bay, 25, 100 yards, 25, 25-05. Geno Smith, Seattle, 25-60. Kirk Cousins, Atlanta, is 26-34. Lamar Jackson, Baltimore, 26-69. Joe Burrow, leading the pack, 26-72. Rushing yards. All these are per ESPN as well. Bijan Robinson, Atlanta, 748. Josh Jacobs, Green Bay is 762. C. Herbert, Carolina is 818 yards. Saquon Barkley, Philly is 991. Derrick Henry, Baltimore is 1,120 yards. Receiving, Zay Flowers, Baltimore, 688 yards. Garrett Wilson, New York Jets, is 704 yards. Terry McLaurin, Washington, is 711 yards. Justin Jefferson, Minnesota, is 831 yards. Jamar Chase is 981 yards. He's number 1, tied for number 1. All right, he's number 1. Jamar Chase is number 1. 5 is Zay Flowers. 4 is Garrett Wilson. 2 is Terry McLaurin. 3 is Justin Jefferson. Number 3 is Jamar Chase. All right. Defensive leaders. Tackles, number 5, Jay Sherwood. The Jets, 97 tackles. R. Smith, Baltimore, 97 yards. Number 3, M. Cross, Indiana Colts is 98. Number 2, B. Baker, Arizona is 100. Number 1, Z. Franklin, Indiana is 105. Sack leaders, A. Hutchinson, Detroit, 7.5. Number 4, Will McDonald, the 4th, the Jets, 8-0. Number 3, D. Flowers Jr., Washington, 85. Number 2, D. Lawrence, the 2nd, is New York Giants, 9-0. Number 1, Jay Henderson, Cincinnati, is 11-0. Interceptions, T. McConnell, the Rams is 4. Number 3, B. Murphy Jr., Minnesota is 4. Number 3, M. Humphrey, Baltimore is 4. Number 1, K. Joseph, Detroit is 6. Number 1, X. McKinney, Green Bay is 6 interceptions. NFL Week 11, Thursday games, November 14th. Commanders 7-3 versus the Eagles 7-3. 8:15 p.m. Prime Video. Philly -3. Total 48.5. Washington plus 150. I like the Commanders. Sunday, November 17th. The Ravens 7-3. 1 p.m. Versus the Steelers 7-2. 1 p.m. CBS. The spread is -3.5. Baltimore. Total 47.5. Money lines Pittsburgh 145. Jaguars versus the Lions. Jaguars 2-8. 1 p.m. Lions are 8-1. CBS. The spread. Detroit -13. The total is 47.5. The money line is Jacksonville plus 550. The Rams 4-4, 1-0 p.m. Patriots is 3-7 on Fox. No information for that. The Browns are 2-7. The Saints are 3-7. 1 p.m. Spread, the Fox total. Number one is the spread is -1. The total is 44.5. The money line is Cleveland -105. The Colts is 4-6. The Jets is 3-7. 1-0 p.m. CBS. The spread is New York Jets -3.5. The total is 44.5. The money line is Indiana plus 150. Vikings is 7-2. The Titans is 2-7. 1 p.m. CBS spread. Total is 39.5. Minnesota is 6. The money line is Tennessee plus 215. The Raiders is 2-7. 1 p.m. Dolphins is 2-6. CBS. The total spread is Miami -7. The total is 44.5. The money line is plus 270. Packers 6-3. Bears 4-5. 1 p.m. on Fox. The spread is Green Bay -6. The total is 41.5. The money line Chicago 220. Falcons 6-4. The Broncos is 5-5. 4-5 p.m. Fox. The total is 44.5. The spread is Denver 2.5. The money line is Atlanta plus 110. Spread is Denver -2.5. I like the Falcons. That last game, I like the Packers. Hopefully I say who I like in these games. Like the Commanders over the Eagles, the Ravens over the Steelers. I like the Lions over the Jaguars. I like the Rams over the Patriots. I like the Saints over the Browns. I like the Colts over the Jets. I like the Vikings over the Titans. I like the Raiders over the Dolphins. I like the Packers over the Bears. I like the Falcons over the Broncos. I like the Seahawks over the 49ers. I like the Chiefs over the Bills. I like the Bengals over the Chargers. I like the Texans over the Cowboys. The NBA on Monday, the Wizards 92, the Rockets 107. The Nets, this is Monday, November 11th, the Nets 107. The Pelicans 105. The Clippers 128. The Thunder 134. The Cavaliers 119. The Bulls 113. The Kings 96. The Spurs 116. The NBA top headlines: the Bucks, Lillard concussion to miss Raptors game. Mind you, this is all Tuesday's information. Source: Pistons, Thompson, blood clots cleared. OKC Holmgren has pelvic fracture after hard fall. Lakers. Davis leaves, wins. Raptors with eye injury. Anthony Davis hurt. Kings guard Monk ankle. Heat edge. Timberwolves without Butler. Ankle Heat edge. Timberwolves. Bronny makes G-League debut. Excited to play. NBA Tuesday, November 12th. November 12th games. Hawks 4-7. 4-7. Celtics 9-2. 7 p.m. The spread is Boston 15.5. The total is 228.5. Money line is Atlanta plus 900. The Heat, like I said, these was Tuesday games, so I don't think these games is probably over. Heat, yeah, I ain't even about to go over this because these was Tuesday games. NBA Conference, Tuesday, Toronto was 9-2. Milwaukee's 9-8 at 14. Washington at 13-2-7. Philly is 2-7. Atlanta was 4-7 at number 11. Number 10, Detroit was 4-7. Number 9, Chicago was 4-7. Charlotte, I guess Chicago was 4-7. Or Charlotte. Charlotte was 4-6, I believe. Miami's 4-5. New York is 4-5 at number 6. Brooklyn is 5-6. Orlando is 5-6. Indianapolis Colts is 5-5. Boston is 9-2. Cleveland is 12-0. Hey, Cleveland is 12-0. Okay, that's what's up. The West, Houston, Utah is 2-7. Number 15, 14, New Orleans 3-8. Number 13, Portland's 3-8. San Diego, the Spurs is 5-6. Number 12. Number 11 is Dallas at 5-5. Number 10 is Detroit. Number 10 is Sacramento at 6-5. Number 9 is Chicago at the Clippers at 6-5. Number 8 is Minnesota at 6-4. Number 7 is the Lakers at 6-4. Number 6 is Memphis at 7-4. Number 5 is Houston at 7-4. Number 4 is Denver at 7-3. Number 3 is Golden State at 8-2. Number 2 is Philly at 8-2. Number 1 in the West is OKC at 9-2. Alright, NCAA football top 25. Saturday, November 9. Colorado beat Texas Tech 41-27. Florida State lost to Notre Dame. Number 10 Notre Dame 52-3. Ohio State beat Purdue 45-0. Miami lost the number 4 Miami lost to Georgia Tech 28-23. Texas beat Florida 49-17. Ole Miss beat Georgia 28. Number 16 Ole Miss beat number 3 Georgia 28-10. Number 8 Indiana beat Michigan 20-15. Number 17 Iowa State lost to Kansas 45-36. Number 25 Army lost to North Texas 14-3. Number 23 Clemson lost to Virginia Tech. Number 23 Clemson beat Virginia Tech 24-14. Number 1 Oregon beat Maryland 39-18. Number 7 Tennessee beat Mississippi State 33-14. Number 11 Alabama 42 LSU. Number 15 LSU 13. Oklahoma 23 versus number 24 Missouri 30. Washington versus number 6 Penn State. Penn State beat Washington 35-6. Number 12 Boise State beat Nevada 28-21. Number 18 Pittsburgh beat Virginia 24-19. Virginia beat Pitt 24-19. BYU beat Utah 22-21. Utah State versus Washington State. Number 21 number 21 Washington State beat Utah State 49-28. Saturday, November 16th, 2024, number 20 Colorado beat Utah 4-5. Colorado 7-2 beat Utah 4-5. Oh, no, this is the games coming up. All right, so these are the games coming up. Saturday, November 16th. Number 20 Colorado versus Utah 4-5. Number 20 Colorado is 7-2. 12 p.m. noon. I like Colorado. Number 2 Ohio State 8-1 versus Northwestern 4-5. I like Ohio State. I ain't about to go through all the spreads and stuff. Alright, I'm running out of time. This podcast is way longer than I thought. Number 5 Texas versus Arkansas. Number 5 Texas 8-1 versus Arkansas 5-4. I like number 5 Texas. Alright, number 23 Clemson 7-2 versus Pitt 7-2. I like Clemson 7-2. Number 11 Alabama versus Mercer 9-1. I like Alabama. Number 6 Penn State versus Purdue. Number 6 Penn State is 8-1 versus Purdue 1-8. I like Penn State. Number 10 Notre Dame 8-1 versus Virginia 5-4. I like Notre Dame. Number 3 SMU 8-1 versus Boston College. I like SMU. Number 5 LSU 6-3 versus Florida 4-5. Number 22 Louisville 6-3 versus Stanford 2-7. Number 24 Missouri 7-2 versus South Carolina 6-3. I like Missouri. Number 2 Boise State 8-1 versus San Jose State 6-3. I like Boise State. Number Arizona State 7-2. Number 19 Kansas State 7-2. I like Kansas State. Number 1 Oregon 10-0 versus Wisconsin 5-4. I like Oregon. Tennessee versus Georgia. Number 7 Tennessee versus number 3 Georgia. I like Tennessee. New Mexico versus number 14 Texas A&M. I like Texas A&M. Number 7 Cincinnati versus number 17 Iowa State. I like Iowa State. Number 21 Washington State versus New Mexico. I like Washington State. Number Kansas 3-6 versus number 9 BYU. Number 9, I like BYU. Alright, I'm in that podcast right there. That was an hour long. I was not planning to be an hour. A lot of information came on late. It is what it is. Check the IG for the intro music, outro music. Check the YouTube channel, Kenyon McAfee 3191 for the upload. I'll be back next Tuesday, God willingly. Thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night.